Hello, Kayla. How are you? Kayla? Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm by myself today, listeners. Just me. No reason, just Kayla is unable to make it to this today. So, it's just me. Don't worry, this won't be a full hour of me talking to myself. I'm just going to give you a quick rundown so we can keep our streak alive of not missing a week. Yay. So no real main topic today. I'm just going to talk to you about a couple of bits and bobs. Things that I find interesting. Things that I'm looking forward to. Anything else that crosses my mind, possibly. Yeah. Okay. Well, in that case, let's get ready to mumble. That's a bad way of doing it. I wonder if we can do it again. Let's get ready to mumble. So, what am I going to talk about today? Nothing too much. Let's start off with things I'm looking forward to. Things that may be happening soon. That'll be good. So, what's good happening soon? Movies. That's always something interesting. There's not a huge amount of movies coming out soon that I'm really looking forward to. I'm trying to think which ones are coming out in which order. So let's start with next week, I believe. I think it's next week or the week after we have got Venom. So this is the first in a series, apparently, of movies from Sony, which are going to be taking part within potentially an alternative universe to the MCU, but with the Marvel characters. Now, Venom is a well-known 90s villain of Spider-Man, one of the most well-known, which is, he looks essentially like a black Spider-Man, but larger, bigger, with the white spider on his chest and the eyes and the big teeth. For those who don't know, Venom is the alter ego of a couple of people, but traditionally and in the movie it's going to be of Eddie Brock, a competing news photographer, journalist type person, and he acquires powers through a symbiote, which is an alien entity which falls to Earth or comes to Earth in some way. I think we see in the trailer for this movie it falls to Earth on a meteor, and when that symbiote attaches itself to a carrier, it produces this character of certain powers, and it tends to feed off the person's mentality, and that's how they can get a strength in it. And it brings out a little bit of your own mind, and although it has its own mind and controls things, it feeds a little bit of yours. So if you're an angry person, or you're a fierce person, you're a fight or flight type person, it will work towards that. So essentially, Eddie Brock in this movie, who's played by Tom Hardy, acquires this symbiote. He's, in this case, is a journalist, and he's looking to a company. I can't quite remember the name of them, but it's a company known in the comic books. And he, through his research, he ends up having to use the powers from Venom to save his life. Now, it's a little bit, this is following a storyline from the comic books, but there is a little bit about how most people know Venom as the bad guy from Spider-Man, and he's a favourite villain. You know, but in this one, it's more going to be the anti-hero side of things. So, a villain, but with good intentions or something, which is fine, but I don't see how that's going to work when it actually comes to fighting Spider-Man, if, fingers crossed, we do have some sort of crossover between him and a Spider-Man, whether it's Tom Holland's Spider-Man or not. The trailer for this was really interesting. You've had 2 or 3 trailers out. The first trailer showed almost no symbiote Venom. The second one showed a lot of symbiote Venom, and the third one almost showed too much, I feel. So there's very little surprise when it comes to the character in the symbiote or Venom itself. A couple of lines in the trailer didn't go down very well, but it's a PG-13. Doesn't mean it's going to be bad, but it doesn't mean it's going to necessarily be good. I won't have the same feel about it as I was hoping that it would have, like an R-rated 18 for us UK folk. Almost Deadpool-esque level of violence, which I think Venom sometimes needs. Now, I know if he wants to be incorporated as Spider-Man, you can't do that, and they want to make money, so they need to appeal to the bigger audience, but I think long-term, especially trying to compete with the Marvel Cinematic Universe, maybe having an R-rated going along the lines of Logan and Deadpool may have been a better choice. But that's easy for me to say because I'm older than 18, and I want this movie to appeal to me rather than to the masses, so hey. But it's coming out the 5th of October in the US. Super looking forward to it. This will be the second time Tom Hardy has played a comic book character. Obviously, the first being Bane in Batman Returns. Nope. Batman Begins. Nope. Batman Dark Knight. That was the one. Nope. Which one was it? The third Batman in the Nolan's Batman. Anyway, so we'll see how this goes. It looks interesting. I wasn't expecting too much. I'm going to go in just wanting to enjoy a movie and hoping it delivers. That's my main concern for this one. So, fingers crossed, we'll see how this one goes. Alright, the next movie I'm looking forward to is coming out in December. So we've got 2 months plus to wait, and you guys can probably figure out what it is if you've listened to any of our podcasts and stuff before, but it's actually Aquaman. So Aquaman is the 5th movie in the DC universe, which has got a name now. It's the Worlds of DC, I think. I think it's the Worlds of DC or something like that. No, it's Two Dicks. That's how I remember it. T.O. DC Cinematic Universe. I can't remember. Anyways, something that comes out as 2DC or something. The Worlds of Cine. Yeah, the Worlds of DC. Anyway, we've already had Man of Steel, Batman v Superman, Justice League, Wonder Woman. So this is the 5th in the series, not including Suicide Squad, sorry. I don't know if that it is in the same universe, sort of, but not really. So I'm discounting them. And we're going to get introduced to Jason Momoa's Aquaman. This is directed by James Wan, who has done some early Saw movies. He's done The Conjuring, Insidious, and more recently Furious 7, which is a pretty solid movie. So we'll give him Aquaman. The trailers for this seem pretty good. I feel like it needs to be seen in the cinema with good colour and good music, because it seems very Avatar-esque of the style, based a lot underwater. Colours and the feel of the movie are going to be quite important, I feel. But yeah, Jason Momoa is playing Arthur Curry's Aquaman. He is half human, half Atlantean royalty. I believe he leaves Atlanta and then is summoned back from his brother trying to take over, and his sister or some friend is trying to make him take the kingdom so he can protect the worlds, multiple worlds probably. So that'd be interesting to see how it goes. There's a couple of villains. Both you've got the Atlantean villains, plus some of the different kingdoms of the under the water. I'm not sure exactly. I'll have to see the movie, but also is going to include the Black Mantis or Black Manta, who is going to be a human but with Atlantean technology. He's a famous Aquaman villain. They're doing quite a good bit of justice to him with the costume and stuff, so that'll be interesting to see. Anyway, so that's coming out. Depending on how this goes, it's going to really dictate the future direction for these DC movies. They've already claiming that they're sort of going off a bit. They've got The Batman coming out. There's still talks about whether, Ben Affleck's still in and out. And you've got 2 Joker movies. You've got the Birds of Prey movie, which is the Harlequin movie, and some other fatal females. Jason Momoa, he's a good character. I think he would have been better as maybe Lobo or something in DC Universe, but they've got him as Aquaman. Let's see what happens. Yeah, so fingers crossed for this one as well. Hopefully it goes down the Wonder Woman path and not the BVP path. BVS path, sorry. Alright, last movie. What do you think it is? Anyone guesses? I don't think you will guess. The last movie I'm looking forward to this year is also in December, and it is actually the Bumblebee movie. Now, I'm a big fan of Transformers. The first day it came out, the original, I went to see it at cinema. I've seen all of them up until the last one. I didn't see the last one. And I wasn't looking forward to this until this week. I'd heard about it, I knew it was coming out, but I saw the trailer this week, and I was super impressed by this trailer. So the trailer starts with this young girl finding this beetle, and when I was watching, I was like, oh god, this is a new Herbie update. And then you see, oh wait, it's yellow, oh wait, what's that, an Autobot symbol or whatever. So she gets the car, and lo and behold, turns into Bumblebee. Cool. And it's a very similar style to Bumblebee, where he's transformed as you see in other movies, so I didn't think much of it at the beginning. And then as the trailer goes on, you kind of get a more idea of how this movie's different from the other ones. And so the idea is, the year's 1987, a young girl finds Bumblebee. Bumblebee has been on Earth for a number of years. He's been fighting in various battles alongside the humans, and he's a bit broken. What happens is the Autobots, I believe, Decepticons actually, come to Earth, speak to the humans, and say is pretty much, hey, you gotta find this guy. He's, gonna cause war and bring us to fight on your planet, and you don't want that. Blah, blah, blah. Sure, okay. So John Cena leads the military to fight up against Bumblebee, and action happens and people fight and somehow things happen and it's all good. That's not why I'm excited about it. I'm excited about it because the way they're transforming is so much better than it used to be. So I don't know if you guys remember, especially in the last couple of movies, the way the Transformers have been transforming has been really poor. It's been like almost a nanobot type, we'll totally disintegrate and reassemble ourselves in this weird manner. We don't want that, as Transformers fans from the 80s. You want the head popping out of the bonnet and a flip and a turn, but you can still make out what the vehicle they come from. So looking through the trailer, that's exactly what's happening. Cannot wait for it. It's going to look so good. You've got Optimus Prime comes appearing to it, but you've got Soundwave and you've got Starscream, and they're all transforming exactly from a plane or cars, exactly as you want them to, into humans. And you can still see the bonnet and the tires and the gears and the jetpacks and all this stuff. So whether or not the story's any good or that, I'm definitely looking forward to the visuals. Less Michael Bay, more, can't remember who I said was doing this one. Travis Knight, apparently. Not sure what Travis Knight has done. Apparently this is it, this and Kubo. So, we'll see. But, yeah, looking forward to it. Should be good. Okay, so there are the movies I'm looking forward to. I know it's boring, but I'm just chatting to you because, hey, why not? Two other things I'm looking forward to. One, Daredevil 3. Season 3 is coming out on Netflix pretty soon. I think it's 2 weeks' time. That'll be good. No idea. I've not looked into any of the villains and all the information that's going on. We all remember that he had New York City falling him at the end of Defenders, and then he woke up in a nunnery. A nunnery? Is that a word? I don't know. So I know I've seen a couple of clips when he's back in his old costume, like the old one, like they couldn't protect him from anything. So I don't know if this has had some sort of jeopardy, or if I don't know how it's going to mix up. I believe Fisk is back, so the Kingpin is back. Not sure of the villains yet, but I'm hoping we see some of the comic book favourites. And what else I'm looking forward to? Yes, slightly differently. Not quite a TV show, but in 2 weeks, not this weekend, but next weekend. Big UFC fight. I'm a big UFC MMA fan. We've got Conor McGregor versus Khabib Nurmagomedov. And the lightweight title fight, Conor McGregor's big return following 2.5 year hiatus from MMA. He did a little bit of boxing, earned some money, coming back to defend his title. Khabib is a great grappler, big ground and pound type game. Not great jiu-jitsu or striking, but if he gets hold of you, he's going to maul you. But then you've got Conor McGregor, very elusive, very fast and great with his movement. He's got snappy, precise punches. I'd be interested to see if Khabib can work these punches to grapple, or if Conor can somehow manage to sprawl and stay away from the ground. We'll see what happens. So looking forward to that, 2 weeks' time. Great co-main event as well of Tony Ferguson, Anthony Pettis, number 2 and 3 on the rankings for lightweight. So the winner of this will become the number 1 contender for the winner of Conor versus Khabib. Really looking forward to that as well. Also on the card, we've got Derek Lewis versus Alexander Volkov. Derek Lewis being a Houston native, so big up to this boy. He had a slightly poor fight against Francis Ngannou in his last fight. I say battle, it was more like a standoff. If you're not seen that, guys, go see it on YouTube. It was two big 250-pound boys dancing. But he admitted it was not a good performance. He protected himself and wasn't very aggressive, so hopefully he goes out and attacks Xander Volkov and comes away with the win and gets another shot, or gets his first shot potentially at the title. That title would obviously be against DC, Daniel Cormier, who is currently in talks to get a fight, or looking to get 1 or 2 fights before he retires next April when he turns 41. So he's looking to get a fight against WWE's own Brock Lesnar. We'll see if that happens or not. There's talk about him possibly fighting John Jones instead. But anyway, fingers crossed it doesn't happen and we get Gustafsson, Jones, DC, Brock Lesnar, and then who knows, maybe Derek Lewis can fight whoever wins it of that lot. Anyway, if you guys don't care about UFC, there's some information about you. You can go to work, tell someone about it. Who knows? And that's about it. Music-wise, I can't think of any new albums coming out anytime soon. Yeah, looking forward to Christmas. That's another thing. Okay, well, anyway, I'll wrap it up there. It's been 20 minutes. Nothing too fantastic. Let me know if you guys have got anything you're really looking forward to in the movies, if there's something you've heard or seen. I know we've got the new Halloween movie coming out as well. We've got Creed 2 coming out. We've got a new Mary Poppins coming out. We've got a new Grinch movie coming out. We've got the next Harry Potter. Oh, I shouldn't say Harry Potter now. We've got the next, what's it called? Fantastic Beasts, something to do with Grindelwald. I don't know. We've got that coming out. So that, I'm sure a lot of you Potterheads will be looking forward to that. I know one person is, Kayla. And that's about it. So yeah, let me know what you're looking forward to. Where the TVs, movies, fighting. And we'll catch you guys here next week where we talk a little bit about some of the controversy behind Colin Kaepernick. At least I think that's what we're doing. I'll have to double check. Alright, well, I almost said something as though I had a catchphrase. Maybe I should create a catchphrase. Help me out, listeners, if you've got any ideas for a catchphrase. So I go, because normally I say, well, in that case, I've been Liam, and I've been Kayla, and this has been Mumblecast. Bye. But maybe you have to say something else. I've been Liam. I've been Kayla. And this will be Mumblecast. Go get 'em, boys. I don't know. Anyway, alright. Bye.